3 in beautiful BC for Team Canada at the 2019 World Junior Hockey Championship. Inside the Team Canada room, Alexis Lafreniere, stern talking to from the coaches, benched in the third period last game, hoping for a bounce back tonight. Mikey DiPietro will get his second start. The tournament is his as long as he continues to play well. And Nick Suzuki in the power play, 0 against Switzerland, trying to get things going tonight. They'll face a Czech team with 3 dynamic forwards up front. Philip Zadina, the 6th overall pick of the Red Wings, one of them. It's the Czech Republic and Canada from Vancouver at the World Juniors as we say hello, Canada, and welcome to Night 4 at the World Junior Hockey Championship. James Duthie, Bob McKenzie, big night for Jeff O'Neill. His 1995 gold medal winning team will be honored in the first intermission tonight. You still better make it back up to do the commentary.
We'll see.
There is a big difference between a perfect record and perfect play at a tournament like this. The other is much more elusive, especially in the minds of coaches. So while Tim Hunter's team is 2-0 and where they should be on top of their group, there is still concern, particularly about special teams. The power play and PK both had issues against the Swiss in Game 2. Chance to fix it tonight against the Czechs. Gord Miller and Ray Ferraro get you ready.
Thank you, James and Ray. The mantra for Team Canada at every tournament is get better every game, and that applies especially to the power play.
The power play turned into a bit of a mess over the last couple of games. They've missed 7 straight power plays, and it's not just that they've misscored. After they scored this power play goal against Denmark in the first game of the tournament, they've really struggled in several facets of their power play. Their entries are too slow and too predictable. When they get into the zone, they seem to set. They want everything to go through Cody Glass, and nobody really moves around him. So the problem becomes maybe the puck's moving fast, but your feet aren't. Or maybe they move their feet and they're holding on to the puck too fast. The best power plays move the puck and the feet at the same time. You open up pass lanes, you open up shot areas to the front of the net. Canada hasn't done that well enough, and they have been working upon this, talking about it. Now we'll see if they can put it into practice against the Czech team that's taken 11 minor penalties in 2 games.
The Czechs are 13 years without a medal at the World Junior Championship, but in 2016 they won the Ivan Holinka Under-18 tournament for the first time. 14 members of that team are here in this tournament. James?
All right, thank you, boys. Mikey DiPietro will get his second start for Team Canada. Should be busier than that 14-0 romp over Denmark in the opener, though he did stop a penalty shot. This his tournament now?
Well, this is where the rubber hits the road, and right after his 14-0 shutout win, Tim Hunter said, Mikey's our guy. Well, he is their guy, but that's incumbent now on him fulfilling the other part of that obligation to be the #1 goaltender, and that is to put in a strong performance against a very good team from the Czech Republic with some big-time shooters.
Team Canada about to take to the ice, led by Mikey DiPietro. We'll watch and listen with you. Jeff, who do you have your eyes on tonight for Canada?
I'm going to be watching Evan Bouchard. James, you talked about turnovers in the power play. He was on the bad end of some turnovers in the last game. And the power play, he's a guy that can help getting going. I keep hearing about this big shot. Maybe that can help get the power play going.
Max Comtois and Owen Tippett identified by Coach Tim Hunter as Canada's best players. Critical again tonight?
No question about that. That's 2/3 of that top line with Cody Glass. That line's been the best line, but Barrett Hayton's line has been very dangerous. Also interesting to see how Shane Bowers Boris Fairs playing on the left side with Jared Anderson goal and Nick Suzuki as well. Mackenzie Entwistle goes from the 13th forward up to the middle. We'll see what happens with Veleno and Lafreniere in terms of who emerges as the 13th forward in this game.
And Cody Glass, keep doing what you're doing. He's got a point in all the games, the 3 prelim games and the 2 tournament games. Maybe a 5-on-5 night. Don't worry about the power. Obviously, contribute to the power play, but maybe it's a game where 5-on-5 lead the way in that way.
Also, Morgan Frost, after that huge game opening night, a little quieter in game number 2. As far as who to stop tonight, pretty simple for Canada. If you heard Ray in the pregame show, Martin Netchas, Martin Kaut, Philip Zadina, 3 first-rounders, 3 very dangerous players. The Czechs have had trouble scoring, but those 3 have created most of the chances. Canada's 3rd game of this tournament against the Czech Republic. The guys who will guide you through it are Gordon Miller and Ray Ferraro.
Thank you, James. Good evening. Welcome back to Vancouver. It's Canada against the Czech Republic. The Canadians beat the Czechs 7-2 in the semifinals last year in Buffalo. Canada has won 10 of the last 11 meetings against the Czech Republic. And the officials are Lassi Heikkinen from Finland, Kimi Anderson from the United States is the other referee, the linesman from Finland and from Belarus. In goal for the Czechs is 19-year-old Yuri Patera, plays for Brandon in the Western Hockey League as a .915 save percentage there. He got shelled in back-to-back games. His last 2 starts against Prince Albert allowed 10 goals in those 2 starts. Michael DiPietro, 14-save shutout against Denmark in his opener. A .922 save percentage in the Ontario League between Windsor and Ottawa. Vaclav Varada, a 10-year NHL veteran, is the coach of the Czech team, his first time behind their bench. And Tim Hunter, twice an assistant coach for Canada the last 2 years. Now the head man, 50 with the head coach of the Montreal Warriors in the Western Hockey League. Canada wearing its blacks on this Saturday night against the Czechs. Canada is the home team and has the last game.
Gord, the last couple of days, Canada has come flying out of the chute. They scored early. They dominate play early. See if the Czechs are ready and are able to push back against the expected quick Canadian start.
All 3 of these Canadian forwards have scored so far. Glass has 1.